Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and this is the best Secret Libram Paladin after the miniset. Yeah, Paladin kind of has a bad reputation at the moment, but Paladin still has multiple viable archetypes. You can still play with Mesot, you can still play with these Secrets and Librams, you can still play with aggro. All of these Paladin decks are able to win more than 50% of their games. So even if this one, for example, say it's not a tier 1 deck, but it's like a tier 2 deck, and it's still perfectly capable of even climbing the ladder. In fact, as there are some real aggro decks in the meta like aggro shamans and face hunters, Paladin is actually not bad against them at all, because Paladin has the Libram of Hope, and that is one big minion for face decks to handle, as well as a ton of healing of course, and Paladin also has access to Libram of Judgment, so even more healing coming right up. Right now in the current meta, the Secret Libram Paladin is favored against hunters, mages, rogues and aggro shamans, but not against elemental shamans. That's close to 50-50 and maybe slightly unfavored. And its real weaknesses are Token Druid and Control Warlock, but no one plays Control Warlock anyway, so that only leaves Token Druid, which means that this deck is quite nice actually. Sure, you have a bunch of matchups that are like close to even, maybe even slightly unfavored to you, like Elemental Shamans and Rush Warriors that are fairly common. You also have a bunch of really nice matchups and not a lot of real bad weaknesses. So how has the deck changed after the mini-set? This list only runs 4 secrets, and there's only 1 copy of Galloping Savior. There aren't that many decks around now that would just play tons and tons of cards in a single turn. Also, the deck no longer uses any sort of hard removal, there's no Lord Barrow, there's no Libram of Justice in the deck, but there is still Blademaster Samuro, and when you play Blademaster Samuro, you give it some buffs, for example with your Librams or your Hand of Adal, you jam that into some minion, you can wipe out some medium-sized boards. And as a new addition to the deck, there's Archdruid Naralex, which can give you some board clears and some surprises. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking for your 1-drops, Elder Attendant, Knight of Anointment, and you're looking for Sword of the Fallen. It's even more important to find Sword of the Fallen early with this list, because now there's only 4 secrets, and there's 2 swords in the deck. So actually when I was playing this deck, I regularly did run into situations where my second sword, for example, didn't draw any secrets anymore. But because this is not a deck that really aims to draw through the entire deck, usually that simply doesn't matter. But getting that sword early, getting those secrets drawn out of the deck and into play is still a huge power move. Now, let's go take a look at Secret Libram Paladin in action. And if you enjoy this content, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Maybe not quite enough to keep here, although Ariel definitely has some upsides. Can kill like a Wolsung Wrangler. That's typically reasonably useful. Might consider that. Well, draw with this one. Next turn is probably the sword. But getting some secrets out there. Hunter has the coin. We'll see. Okay, this can get scary. Why is there a mystery winner in that deck? That is strange. The Fadal here doesn't really do much for the knight. Really weird though. Anyway, we're running mystery winner. I will still die if I use Hand of Adal on it. I believe it is acceptable at this point though. We'll do that. Kill off the initiate. They could play like pack tactics or something. So far so good. I want this Omayog from here, and then I want this to pull something else, preferably Reckoning. But I got the Galloping Savior instead. I really wanted the Reckoning. So I kind of hope that the Omayog is not procced here, so that I could pick up Reckoning next turn, so that when the Felmo attacks it will at least die. We'll see. A 3-mana Hunter isn't very likely to proc the Galloping Savior, so I will always have something to activate the Northwatch Commander. Oh, it's unlikely that they would have a Taunt minion, isn't it? Oh yes, that is very unlikely. Oof, I can't kill that. It's tough. Well, now with Cariel I could. Don't spend Cariel on killing that. Sure, why not? In case I fail to pick up the Reckoning. Let's do it. There's Cariel there. I will hit face to pick up a secret. Which one is it? It is the Reckoning. Okay, so this one we've always done. I kind of hoped it goes face, because then it goes face and dies. Which means that they still have to do something about Cariel. I don't think the Galloping Savior is going to be procced here, so the Notewatch Commander should still function next turn. Yep, so far so good. And oh my Yoga, really?
We'll fight back these brutes.
I guess we're going for it. Play the Oh My Yog. Try to disrupt their secrets. Not secrets, the spells, I mean. Next turn I have the Truth Seeker, then we're moving towards the Libram of Hope. I think we'll have this. That could now even be a Wolpettinger. It's totally possible with this line. I guess we're going for the Blade Master. If I do Truth Seeker now, then I can do Libram of Hope next turn. I can double buff the Truth Seeker. Blade Master is such a clean board clear. But Blade Master now means Truth Seeker on 7, Libram on 8. It's acceptable. I can do that. One is enough, right? Yeah, one buff for that one is enough. That's enough to kill this board. Then we start hitting Hunter in the face. We start to put some pressure over there. And I still have an Oh My Yog here. So their spells are unreliable. I have the Truth Seeker coming next turn. Now they're going for... Are they going for even more buffed up Wolpettingers? They are. Intriguing. More secrets in the deck. We'll play the Truth Seeker. This one kills that one. This one hits over there. I will use the Sword of the Fallen to kill it. But I can buff my Truth Seeker here. Down to 16, but I have a Libram of Hope coming. Now I have seen all the buffed up things. Unless they run Scavenger's Ingenuity, which is possible. But not quite that likely. So that draws a quick shot, maybe an arcane shot. Didn't have Mankrik yet, only draws one card. So they already have the 1 or 2 ghost spell. They already have a quick shot in hand, right? Something like that, I suppose. Oh, they get a Paladin secret. That is getting interesting. That's really getting interesting. If that's an Oh My Yog, it could destroy it. It could ruin everything. Oh boy. That one is an Oh My Yog. What if it's Reckoning? What if... I can't play around everything. It's either Galloping Savior or it's Oh My Yog. Well, actually, I can just throw this one away. It's a Galloping Savior. Okay, well then everything's good. And everything is fine. Alright, we've got this. They have a Galloping Savior. Well, it won't matter. This game is mine. That was scary for a while. But we're all good. We're all good. Well, what if that picks up a Freezing Trap? The Ancient Guardian will cost 10 to play back. So I can't risk it, right? I don't think I can risk it. Also can't play 3 cards in a turn. I need to play 2 cards and then hero power. I have to play around the potential freezing drop there. Because now there's the big taunt minion. If they want another secret from the Ringling's Rifle, they have to face tank the Ancient Guardian, which is something they can't afford to do. And one of these 2 minions should be able to survive. Or alternatively, I get my Galloping Savior.
Are you a fan of mine?
Well, yeah, now they could have actually hit over here.
Ooh, but there's something great inside.
But they didn't. That's all good.
To battle.
Explosives.
Advance.
No freezing trap. Hitting over here would have been, of course, nicer looking, but ultimately would not have been able to save them. Let's see what I'm able to find here. Well, we have a 1-drop. That's always positive. Most likely going to be a Death Rattle Demon Hunter. So their 2-drop pool is quite limited, but sometimes they're able to find the boar. On a coin they can of course play at least something on turn 2. So I'm of course extremely aware of everything that's going on with Priest, and that has happened with Priest ever. Well, we got a Hand of Adal and the Attendant. So the Attendant could kill the Razor Boar, but then it would die to the hero power. Kept 2 cards, so they have at least a 3-drop there if they didn't have a 2-drop. Could it be an OTK Demon Hunter? That's also possible. Be that as it may, there's only one real move for me here, and that is to buff up this minion and go face. With a random philosophy. Oh, it is actually the OTK. It is actually the OTK Demon Hunter. Okay. Well, I am able to kill that, luckily. Because that is not even nearly guaranteed. But okay. That was a surprise because OTK Demon Hunter isn't a deck that's really being played. But, alright. They're going to throw the coin into the Oh My Yog. Hi, Prof. Yes, Hearthstone the Mighty, Hearthstone the Brave. Crushing infidels in their way. Or something like that. Bonus Reckoning. Reckoning doesn't do anything. Would Parrygate be useful? There's a chance that they clear the entire board. What about 5 Silverhand Recruits? I already know that they have a 3/5 Moarg in hand. We're going for the barricade. Buff that up. Not swing yet, because I want to swing when I can get the second Oh My Yog potentially. Off the swing, once they have spent their coin on the first Oh My Yog. That is the plan. We'll see how it goes. They still have their real philosophy. That was just a random philosophy that they had there. There's more where that came from. They choose to use a double jump into Oh My Yog instead. Okay, let's hope that it turns into a beneficial spell. No, it turns into a detrimental spell from my perspective. I'm a little bit sad about that, of course.
Time grows short.
They could have an I-beam there. Be a little surprised if they swing with the weapon into the Scorpid. That damage seems unnecessary to take. But be that as it may, so now I would have the opportunity to barricade. Or to play the Truth Seeker, knowing they already have a Moarg in hand. Barricade and Knight gives me a little bit more, well, Gives me one more power on the board. It doesn't even really do that because the Libram of Wisdom is here. Maybe I'll just go with the Truth Seeker line. And now I'll swing and see what secret I can pick up. It's only 1 in 3 to get an Oh My Yog. It is my second Oh My Yog. Okay, so no more Oh My Yogs after this one. And the Demon Hunter still has the coin. So maybe I was too hasty to swing there. That's possible. We got rid of an Eldrachi, which is nice. Okay, can we turn that into a beneficial spell? Well, we only turn it into a meaningless spell. Not the best, not the worst. There's the Moarg, the coin, and 4 other cards. They might be getting to a skull soon. That's a risk. But what can you do? Sometimes they get to the skull. That's intriguing. Because if there's something this Demon Hunter deck hates, it's big minions. But with Talnos on the board, and then the Moarg, time for me to put big minions up there yet? Or is it time for me to kill the Talnos? Because that spell damage together with the Moarg is a little scary. I believe I need to kill the Talnos here. And then Libram. So that they don't have that 1/1 that can be used for spells, that could be used for to destroy the Divine Shield. Maybe it was correct to heal the Truth Seeker for 1 though. 7 is better than 6 most of the time. Alright, now they have 2 Moargs again. So they're happy to use 1 Moarg for board clear purposes. Unless they have a clear path to the combo, which they could because they still have the coin there, and I have spent both of my Yogs. But if it's an I-Beam, then Moarg I-Beam is great here. Because I didn't heal this one, so that may have been a mistake. Oh yeah, and Moargs are now 4/6 minions indeed. But I have to kill the Moargs, because if I leave a Moarg up, they might be able to use it. Tricky.
May the light grant you peace.
Well, Reckoning is useful here, because that allows me to do the Northwatch Commander. I want this minion to be as big as possible, but I need to kill the Moarg here. Killing the Moargs makes it more difficult for them. Pull off the combo. No Moargs left on the board. Like, if I leave Moarg on the board and they have the right pieces, they just kill me next turn. And they are getting dangerously close to the end of their deck. 10, 14 damage here. Well, we're going in and we're hoping that they don't have lethal next turn, because they might. They might have lethal. Let's see. They have 9 mana at their disposal. They don't have any discounts. There's no way to have lethal with 9 mana without any discounts, right? But if they have to spend another Moarg to defend, then they will not get to lethal. But they might be able to do it with just like a spell damage minion or 2. And then they could still have the Moargs and the spell damage. I don't think a lethal combo without any discounts is possible. No Fell Screamer has been played. But yeah, they can use these spell damage minions to survive. Well, that's a surprising move. Because without any discounts, I just don't see how this can deliver lethal damage. I just cannot see it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.